the goddamn button? Push the goddamn button!
What's going on, people? Jessica the prankster. Your mama is on the street. She is in a car. And the people who have different emotions and feelings about it. I'm new to you. There's many pranksters. There's many people who are doing these things with harmless intentions, and then there's others who have catastrophic outcomes. But you managed to do something with this that made you a household name in the hearts of a lot of people. Unfortunately, we are having this conversation. For those of you who are not familiar, this woman that we see on the screen is actually her mother, and she's living in her car. And she had some words for her. So I wanted to share this, and then I wanted to actually touch on another aspect that ties into this, because I think that is why people are kind of torn with this whole situation, and to give y'all better context. So I'm gonna roll this first clip, and then we're gonna progress the conversation forward. Roll it.
I'm here for a few minutes and tell y'all, because people been asking, where am I staying at? Have I got somewhere to stay yet? No, I haven't. I'm still staying in my truck here and there. Visiting people, friends, I got a couple of friends here and there, but since 2026 has rolled around, okay, I'm still living in and out of my car. As you can see, Coco and N's bed is up here. They got their little thing, and I usually keep the back there down so they can go back there and lay down and stuff like that. But the good thing about it is I talked to Jessica. Jessica's helping me, or will be helping me. It's I just got a lot to do right now. But if there's one thing I wanted to say to Jessica is I'd give her all the kudos in the world. Because she told me, Mom, we're being robbed, we're being ripped off. And I'm like, no, Jessica, our agent wouldn't do that. You don't bite the hand that feeds you. Well, she wasn't feeding us, but we was feeding them. Yeah. And it's sad that you take a leap of faith and put your faith in an agency that says we can help you. I had to come all the way. I left my home. I left my mother up there in St. Pete and Tampa when me and Jessica moved down here. But I never knew people like that existed. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I never lived in hatred. I never not trusted anybody, and now that I am 66, I'll be 67 January the 17th. And I had to come all the way to Atlanta to be knocked down and become homeless. Okay? And I don't want anybody to say, well, Jessica should step up. Jessica should step up. Jessica's got a husband and Jessica's got a child. And Jessica, she helps me a little bit, but I'm not dependent on Jessica to foot a bill that, she didn't create. I didn't create it. Our agent created it. So starting today, which is the 13th, and I think the 13th is a good number, I'm going to start coming on here and breaking down the story of what happened to us. Okay? Starting with the year 2022 when Jessica left. Okay? I should have followed Jessica. All right? But I did not. But our agent taught me a lot. Okay? You can smile in people's faces and sit at the table with them and actually starve. Yeah, but I'm not gonna be. This not the end of. This not the end of Mama Red. It ain't never gonna be the end. I'm on here for a few minutes and.
Yeah, that's fucked up. I don't know how else to say it. Maybe I could have worded that better. But yeah, you it's unfortunate that we gotta find out the hard way that it be folks that are directly at the table with us, sitting across from us, the very ones that backstab and betray you. Don't feel good, do it. The part that always trips me out is this has been a repetitive discussion forever. How many times have you heard that? How many times have you heard, oh, my best friend did this or that person did bad business? It's a recurrent thing. And it's almost like we wear a heart on our sleeve or we're too forgiving or too open and passive instead of being firm, taking information as it comes and filtering it properly while also listening to the guidance of our loved ones when they tell us, don't do this, don't listen to this person, read that fine print, let me go over it. We want to trust and give and give and give, and sometimes that will bite you in the butt. I do want to say, hey, I commend you for still fighting and still doing your thing and still trying to keep your head up. But there's another twist to this, right? And I'm going to bring that up here in just a second because the people in the comment section, you know, they they feel differently, right? There's people who are saying, well, I don't really blame Jessica for not really rocking with her mom like that. I mean, because truth be told, mama wasn't really there for her, or mama wasn't really loving her, and this, that, and the third. So I can understand why she doesn't want to deal with her. Other people are like, well, that's your mom. It shouldn't really make a difference if y'all had anything going on or not. That's your mom. You should still make sure that she's good regardless. And this is a clip that I found while I was looking at this original post. Jessica giving her own backstory to their relationship.
Left here July the 28th or the 29th of last year. She has made me look like a terrible human being. Me and Mama Red started making money when I was 15 years old, all the way until I was 19, because when I was 19 years old, I left her residence. From the age of 15 to the age of 19, I've never received full half payments of anything that I have worked for. Now, what I can say that Mama Red has given me $500. She's maybe given me $1,000, $1,500, but it's always been small portions of money. And I was told to make it last for the whole month. There will be months where we've made 5 times that amount of money she has given me. 30% would go to our agents. She get the rest, and she will only distribute maybe $1,000 to me. Now, when you are under a contract, and it doesn't matter if you're under a contract or not, if you are working with someone, granted, you are my mother, you are supposed to split things equally, because I am working as hard as you are working as well. It doesn't matter if we have bills to pay. It doesn't matter if you buy me things. It doesn't matter if I'm spending incorrectly. I made the money, and if I want to go out and spend my money incorrectly, then I can do it. I appreciate her for trying to lead me on the right path as far as money and finances, but I definitely feel like it was wrong for me to never, out of the 5 years of making content with her, that I've never gotten full half the amount of money that I was earned or that I've worked for. When I turned 18, And mind you, before your child turns 18, if you are running a business with them, you are supposed to put money in that child's savings account or bank account, and you stock that money up until they turn 18. You give them that card and say, here you go, you are legal. When I turned 18, I had nothing. I didn't have money saved up. I didn't have anything. And even after I turned 18, even when I was 19, I was still getting small portions of money. And honestly, I feel like this isn't even about money. I am shocked that Mama Red has gone to the internet stating these things. I appreciate everything that Mama Red has done for me. Yes, she has taken me in. Yes, she has raised me. Yes, she's done everything in her will to make sure I was good in a way. This isn't even about money. This is about ways that I have been treated. I will say at times I wasn't really treated fairly, but it would be times where I wanted to hang out with friends and enjoy the moment, and I had to make content an excuse or a reason to hang out with a friend. I always felt like I wasn't able to hang out with friend if content was not involved. Granted, I know it's work and I know that's how we make money, but at the end of the day, I'm still a human being and I don't want a camera in my face 24/7.
This made me think about the Desmond and Christie situation, right? I could never, like, it would be extremely difficult to base your life around being in front of the camera 24 hours a day and still maintain your relationship with your partner or your spouse in general. Now, to be fair, you're still a child before you hit 18 and all this I'm referring to. Your mom's, if she really was cutting you out of your money or your portion, I can understand the frustration. I'm not convinced that you were responsible, but you wanted to be reckless and she was trying to save you from it. That's what I got. I could be wrong. But it would be horrible. Like, just imagine waking up every single day, a camera in your face. Your husband or your wife is staring over you in a bat suit or some crazy stuff, trying to scare you every single day, or a pie fly out of the ceiling and smack you smooth in the face or something. And you're doing this every day for the amusement and entertainment of the people. But then when the camera's off, you still got to live with this person. You still got to interact, and you got to separate this from that. I don't know how people do it, but y'all make it work.
It was a time where Mama Red has told me, I called her mom. I think we were in a disagreement, and she has told me to not call her mom because she's not my mom. And this was maybe like 2 years ago. I never gotten an apology for that. And that really hurt me because I don't really have family. There will be days where she wake up angry and she take her anger out on me, and she has admitted to that. And a person can only handle so much. I'm not going to say I was the best kid in the world. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I was an angel. It was times where I had my room dirty. It was times where I talked back. It was times where I was defiant. Teenagers, through that teenage stage where you think you just know everything. I'm not going to sit here and say I was an angel, because that was not the case. But as a parent, as a mother, it's just certain ways you handle situations. Granted, we made videos. Me and Mama Red did not have the best bond. She told me that I needed to work a 9-to-5 job because I'm super ungrateful. I need to know how to work for money. So her and my used to be agents came up with this thing where I work a 9 to 5. Basically, I wake up at 8 every single morning and I post 6 videos a day. During this 9 to 5, I was not allowed to be on my phone texting. I wasn't allowed to scroll social media. And if she did catch that, she said she was going to take my phone. I always felt like Mama Red kept me short-minded. It was a day that she stated that I will always need her. Well, she will tell me that I won't survive alone. I wasn't able to move out. I wasn't able to pick my own college. I wasn't allowed to go to the gym. I wasn't allowed to be at the gym more than a certain time. I just felt stuck. I felt controlled. I felt depressed. I felt like I couldn't really express myself. And honestly, it was to the point where I went days without eating. And I'm not going to say because I was scared to come out of my room, but more so because I didn't want to say the wrong things. And we argued. You can call me selfish. You can call me whatever you want. You can call me less of a human. You can call me worthless. Because, those are the comments that I'm seeing. You could call me a liar. You guys can call me anything you want in the book. But God knows my heart, and God knows that I always move with love. I've kept quiet for almost a year now. Next month will be a year. And if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have had made this video. It's just hurtful. I am still young. I make mistakes. I am human at the end of the day. I am not perfect at all. I'm human. I have feelings. I've always been kissing ass. I've always been the type to make sure everybody else is okay before me. And I'm still like that. But now I am at the point where I need to just do what's best for me. Me and Mama Red came up together. We did everything together. And I felt as though, in my opinion, I was not treated the best. It's all love to Mama Red. It's all love. Wish nothing but blessings. But don't get on the internet perceiving someone to be a bad person when you know what you did. Jessica left here.
Yeah, that's how it be, man. We interpret things based on what we see in these videos, but we really don't know these people. Like I said, this is the first time I ever heard of either or. But from what I gathered, that whole situation was just messy. I don't know how y'all do it, but y'all do it. And if you still was able to like if you're able to successfully create content together as a couple, ain't no way you're gonna tell me y'all don't fight or have disagreements. But how did you manage to get through it and still do this? Where you got the comment section, you got people in the DMs, you got folks that's trying to manipulate, and then you have this persona here, and then when you off screen, you still got to face the person outside of it, dealing with the character flaws, the parenting, the relational aspect. Are you having sex? Are you being a great daughter, a good mother? Are you really bringing your loved ones up the way that you should be? Like, I be really wanting to know, because you fast forward, Mama Red is in a car, you got a child, you married to a guy allegedly that probably isn't the best person in the world, and y'all seemingly are still managing to salvage our relationship somehow, and the people are trying to figure out, why is she in the car? Is she in the car because you're a terrible daughter? Is she in the car because she was a terrible mother? Doesn't matter if she was a terrible mother or not. Should she get grace for being a terrible mother and you should still take care of her? What was more important here, the career or the relationship between mom and daughter? This is what this all boiled down to for me. I wish them both the best. I hope they can figure this out. Now tell me what y'all think about this in the comment section.
Welcome aboard the flight. This is pilot Pusha talking. We going back to Memphis and coming straight from New Orleans. The estimated time of arrival is about an hour, and I can turn your ghost if you try and play with my power. So when you look up and see the sun flashing, stay in your seat. If the flight attendant say you making trouble, then we got beef. The turbulence might get rocky. You better not spill your food. This is bread and plain if you get it messy.